Hello everybody and welcome to the Video Game Project. I'm your host Penny, and today we're going to be starting my very first Let's Play, and we're going to be starting off with King's Bounty. It probably is a game that you've never actually heard of, and if you have, you played it, you might have got a little frustrated and not finished it. But to me this game is a lot of fun. I played it way back in the day during my childhood, early 90s, mid 90s, whenever it came out. I think it was like 92, 93. It's for the Sega Genesis. It's really fun, different kind of game. You never really get to play it, or I've never really played any game that's like this before. Let's get started here. We don't want to waste too much time just babbling on. First things first, we get these four guys here that you see on the screen. Unfortunately, there's no cursor to put over their head, and pointing at my screen isn't helping. I need to put my hand down. Alright, so these four people, you get to choose one of them, and they're like the commander of your army. It really doesn't matter who you choose. They're all pretty much identical. There's no huge difference between them. All they are, the main difference is whoever or whatever your starting army is going to be. These people pretty much dictate that. The only big difference is the lady there, what's her name? Yeah, Theresa the Sorceress. She gets to start with magic, where everybody else you actually have to purchase magic to be able to use it. That's about it. I'm just gonna go with Sir Crimson here, just because, well, there's no real reason. I just am. The difficulty doesn't really matter. It just dictates the time limit that you have, and at the end of the game how many points you're tallied up for, so it doesn't really matter, so I'm just going to choose easy for the hell of it. Alright, now this game, the point of it is there's a buried treasure somewhere in this world. The world consists of 4 different continents, so you need to go around and find the buried treasure for the king who is chilling in that castle there. There's a lot of monsters hanging out around the world, and the way to find the buried treasure is, where am I looking for? Here we go. The puzzle pieces. The buried treasure is hidden somewhere in the world, and you can look at this map and it'll show you a piece of the world. And then you're like, oh, the treasure's over there, and you go search that area. But, as you can see, you can't really see the map right now. It's packed full of dudes hanging out in there. Those are the bad guys. You gotta go to their castles, defeat them, and then you reveal their piece of the map. There's also, let's see, 3, 6, 7, 8 artifacts around the world that when you collect them, you get bonuses, and you reveal another piece to the map. So that's pretty much the gist of the game. Is you run around, you beat up the bad guys, you try and find the hidden artifact. Your army consists of well, there's a bunch of guys around the world. You can go to different camps and recruit a bunch of different guys. Right now I start with 20 militia and 2 archers. You can get more guys from your king, or like I said, there's random camps around the world that you can recruit more guys. I'm going to dismiss my militia, mainly because every week you have to pay an upkeep for your army. So I want a small army right now just so I can start saving money. Now around the world there are random treasure chests, like this one right here. Some of them hold money like this one does. You can either take the 300 gold or distribute it throughout your army, which will increase your leadership. The higher your leadership, the more of each kind of army that you can have. So instead of having like a maximum of 20 militia, if I increase my leadership, it'll increase, I can have now 22 militia or something. I'm not exactly sure the exact exchange rate. But whenever I get these treasures, I always distribute the treasure. I never take the gold. You want to be able to have a gigantic army, so you kind of have to sacrifice collecting the gold from there. You get gold from beating bad guys, and every week the king pays you for how awesome you're doing and whatnot. Now I'm gonna rent a boat, which is 500 copper, I believe, or gold. It's 500 a week. I don't know what its transaction is, because I want to go floating around the world here and collect some treasures. My strategy for this game is always I start the game by just floating around the world and collecting the treasures first. Because like I said, you want to be able to have a big army. And so, let's see, surveying the area. Oh, cool. Yeah, that was a treasure where it just like we found something cool about the world, and now the king's gonna pay us even more. Here's one of those camps that I was telling you about, where you can pick up random dudes. You can add them to your army and whatnot. I don't want any of those guys in my army, so we're not gonna bother with them. This first video, come on, chase me over here, dude. Come on, there we go. This first video is going to primarily be me running around picking up treasure chests. There's not going to be much fighting, unfortunately, for this one, but I'm going to do my best to explain the game, get you to understand what's going on and everything, and then the next video will probably have more... Ooh, there's an artifact. We'll have more action, I would hope. I'll run around here, discover everything I can on this first continent. My main goal here is to find a map that allows me to go to the very next continent. So that there either has dudes in there to buy, that mountain looking thing here. I can there either has monsters in there that I can recruit, or it's a teleporter that'll port me to another part on this continent somewhere. I usually try not to walk into them, because a lot of times when you get teleported, as soon as you land out of there, there's like a monster standing next to you and they start a fight. And right now my army consists of 2 archers, so I don't want to get in a fight because I'm going to lose, and that sucks. You lose a lot of money and you lose time and whatnot, so unbeneficial, clearly. But, I was saying something before, wasn't I? I forgot. But okay, yeah, sure. My main goal right now is to just run around the world here, collect all the treasures. I want to find the treasure map that allows me to enter the next continent, because every continent, think of it like as a different level. So the next level, all the treasures that I find are going to be higher gold, higher awesomeness. Everything's going to be much better. So, like as soon as I can get to the next continent, I want to run over there and start collecting all that stuff faster. And then hopefully I'll find the map to the third, and then so on and so forth. The quicker you can move through picking up the treasures, the better. Oh, there's more guys in there. There's a castle. Those castles, they either have random monsters in there, or they have one of the bad guys. You can attack the castle later. You have to buy a catapult first, or a siege weapon as they call it. But you have to purchase one of those to be able to actually attack a castle. And you can... Oh wow, really? He wants to join our army, but I don't want to play with him, so cancel my boat, get my boat back. Okay. I was in the middle of a thought there, and then I totally got distracted, didn't I? C'est la vie. Okay, so... What was I? Oh yeah, okay. So we want to go through all the continents as quickly as we can, collect as many treasures as we can, and, raise our annual income, raise our morale, and all that stuff, so we can have the biggest army we possibly can. And once we get to the 4th continent, that's when a lot of things just start going crazy, because I'm going to acquire some of the biggest, baddest monsters in the game to be in my army. And if, oddly enough, a very underknown fact about this game is if your army consists of only monsters that can fly, then when you're standing on line, when you're standing on land, if you press the B button, you can fly. You can just fly around the world instead of running, so you can fly over the mountains and everything, and it'll let you travel the world a lot quicker and pick up every treasure a hell of a lot faster. So my primary goal is to do just that, is to get to the 4th continent as fast as I can, acquire some flying monsters, and then search the rest of the world quickly, pick up all the treasures. By the time I get to the 4th continent and can pick up some of the monsters from there, I'm going to be able to come to this first continent and defeat every monster on the ground, defeat probably all but one boss. Only one of the castle bosses is slightly difficult, and I'll need a moderately bigger army. Oh, there's that orc-looking guy was a treasure. But yeah, so as soon as I can get to that 4th continent, things will definitely heat up, and I'll be doing a lot of battles and just completely monkey stomping all the baddies around the world. Oh boy, it's been 10 minutes already. Poop. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to stop this video here, and we'll come back real soon to collecting a lot more treasures and hopefully finding a treasure map to the next continent so we can get a move on and start collecting some awesomeness. Alright guys, thank you for watching this first episode of Let's Play King's Bounty. I'm Penny signing off. Please give me some thumbs up and comments and subscribe to me, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.